So we got something pretty interesting to talk about here today, boys. Game Pass, Steam, Microsoft, Valve. What do they have in common? Not a damn thing as of now, but that might change very soon. Let's get this thing. Alrighty guys, sharing my screen, I have an article pulled up with some pretty highlights that I made on here. This will be sourced or cited down there in the description below if you want to read it in its entirety to educate yourself a little bit further on the situation. So I'm going to read this, and then we're going to discuss. Xbox Game Pass may be coming to Steam. In the past, we've heard that Game Pass is coming to Nintendo Switch and even PlayStation consoles. That seems incredibly unlikely. I'll talk about it at the end of the reading. But so far, none of these rumors have come to fruition. Ah, jeez. My neighbor just started up his dragster. You gotta wait a second. He thinks he's on the strip right now. We got Mario Andretti down there. We got Dale Earnhardt over there. We got Paul Walker's cousin, Raoul Fokker, down there. You know, don't get me wrong. I've been into cars and bikes my entire life. I've never actually not owned a enthusiast vehicle. But goddamn, when I'm trying to make a YouTube video, you better shut your pie hole, bud. Alright. He cut it off. Either that or he ran out of fuel. Anyway. So Philly Phil and the boys might be bringing this to Valve's dominant PC storefront. Steam is what they're talking about. This report comes by way of Tyler McVicker, an industry insider best known for his scoops and reports on all things Valve. During a recent Q&A on YouTube, McVicker revealed that Valve is trying to get the subscription service on Steam. So Valve is the one initiating this deal to get Game Pass on Steam, and Microsoft hasn't agreed to any terms yet. This is all, again, according to Tyler's leak here. There is no word how this pursuit is going or if Microsoft is interested in the deal. Philly Phil said in the past he did want to bring Game Pass to as many platforms as possible, but to do that, Xbox Live Gold has to be made available on the same platform, which is the big reason why we have not seen the subscription service on Nintendo Switch and PS4 or 5. Microsoft is invested in the PC space with the Windows Store, which may or may not complicate the deal. If Microsoft were to bring Game Pass to Steam, Valve would presumably get some kind of a cut, and if that's the case, Microsoft is going to ask for something in return, like Steam on Xbox or maybe a new Left 4 Dead game. Okay. It was painful to not stop and give my 2 cents as I read this, but I'm trying to structure these news videos a little bit differently to where I read the whole thing and then I give my opinion. Let me know in the comment section below if that's a format I should stick to or if I should go back to my old nitty-gritty squeeze-a-titty way of doing things, where when I see something, I just verbal diarrhea my thoughts on it. So Game Pass will not be on Nintendo Switch because Nintendo is diehard about having a closed ecosystem, not to mention Xbox games would not run very fluidly on a Switch. Most games, if they are pushing it on that old Tegra CPU that's out of a baked potato, basically, it's a mid-grade cell phone processor that's inside of the Switch. That's why people are so hyped about the news of a Super Switch, a Switch 2, or a Switch Pro. Practically no Xbox games would actually run good on Switch. Yes, I know they ported over Doom and stuff like that. What does that run at again? Oh yeah, 27 frames per second and struggling. I gotcha. And then Sony. Sony is diehard about their exclusive games. I cannot foresee Sony agreeing upon any kind of terms, coming to agreements on any contract between Microsoft, bringing their subscription service, which is blatantly, to the public, well known to be much better than PlayStation Plus or PS Now. It shits on their subscription service. It's not even comparable. Like, you can't even be like, well, this platform does this better, and over here they do this, but no, it's just all together. Like, all together. Ask the general gaming community and industry their opinion on Game Pass versus PlayStation Now. Go on, take your time. While you're doing that, take time to make the red subscribe button turn gray. And also, PlayStation isn't going to do this because they literally are on this kick right now where they are only focusing, if I can focus my camera here, only focusing on making in-house, first-party, AAA, blockbuster bangers. They literally canceled Days Gone 2 and a new Uncharted game because they didn't think they would be breaking records, breaking sales records, and absolutely blowing ass cheeks, basically. Which is ridiculous. Sony is completely losing their way. I just made a video yesterday kind of ranting, but all valid points about how they don't give a shit about backward compatibility, obviously, something that Microsoft is absolutely excelling in that realm. But there's no way that Sony is going to take on Microsoft titles onto their platform. Not to mention, how would they port those games over? Now, granted, I get that the majority of games on Xbox Game Pass are third-party titles that play on all consoles. They're probably already available on PS4 and 5, but a good chunk of the library is also Microsoft exclusives. I say Microsoft exclusives because there is no real Xbox exclusives. All of these get ported over to Windows 10 PCs because they're in their own ecosystem there. Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Windows 10 PCs. And also xCloud, which allows you to port these games over to a smartphone and play them there. And it's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Which brings me to my next point that was kind of triggered in the back of my noggin. It kind of flickered a neuron back there when I read this sentence. Microsoft is invested in the PC space with the Windows Store, which would complicate the deal considering Steam is specifically a PC gaming platform. It is a game store and a game launcher. Microsoft already has that. Microsoft already has the Xbox application. They have a Game Pass launcher that lets you launch games and install games and browse the library from a Windows 10 PC. Not to mention, a lot of these games are cross-compatible between Xbox Series and the PC. So you can save a game over there, then go to your living room or your bedroom where you have your Xbox and continue it there. And all your trophies and save games transfer over and stuff like that. So they already have their PC games, their Xbox PC games on the Windows and Xbox store. So it would be, I'm not going to say a conflict of interest, but it would be complicated for them to also host these games on Steam. It would make people think, well, why would I just go directly for Game Pass or the Xbox Live application on PC when I can just get them on Steam? And I've been playing Steam for like 12 years, so I'm more comfortable with that platform. This is just me talking as like another gamer. So why it would make them question why they would want to be over there on the existing Microsoft PC platform. You see where I'm getting with this? I don't think this deal is going to happen. It's way too complicated because, like I said, Nintendo, the Switch is not going to play a lot of these Xbox games very good. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to laugh at Switch owners or anything like that. The Switch is a great console. I mean, obviously, it's standing neck and neck sales-wise with the PS5 and the Series, and it's a 4-year-old console. That's impressive. What's not impressive is its actual graphical performance and frame rate, though. And that's what I'm getting at, is that a lot of these Xbox games are quite graphically resource intensive. They won't run good on a Switch. Sony is showing, not only saying in their statements, but also showing with their actions here recently, that they are specifically focusing on first-party in-house Sony studio bangers, literal dank bangers, as the kids say, meaning they won't even waste time on small studios right now. Not saying that Game Pass is small studio games, but that would take them away from their core values and focus right now, which is coming out with these blockbusters. And then the PC thing, that is the most likely or most viable, but it's still not likely going to happen because, like I said, they already have their games on PC via the Xbox application, the Game Pass application, and integrated into Windows 10. So by putting it on another PC platform, Steam, it would make people, it would take sales away from their already in existence PC platform. It's complicated stuff. That's why I want you guys to drop in the comment section below your guys' opinion. I guarantee you have more brain cells and less smooth of a brain than I do, so you guys can probably come up with a solution to this debacle. Is this deal feasible? As of now, I personally say no. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think this article is going to come to fruition. This leak, I don't think anything's going to come of it. That's my opinion. Please drop your opinion down there in the comment section below. That section is literally for you guys to start a forum, start a conversation, and guess what? I jump in there a lot. I respond to my comment section quite frequently. If you enjoyed this video, liking it helps it to get seen by more people, which in turn helps me grow my channel, which I do greatly, greatly appreciate. Subscribe for more content like this. I do a ton of news in the gaming community and industry, as well as tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing, and I will see you, finger guns, in the next video. Peace.